Lesson 3.5 is what we are looking at. And as I said, I need you guys on your A game today. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You have got to be involved with me, following along, step by step. I'm going to make this as easy as I can on you. I have a process, I have a set of steps that I teach so that you can, be following those steps. But we are moving into 3 equations, 3 variables. Okay, now, good news, bad news, I'm only doing elimination today. And in all honesty, because of afternoon events the next 2 days, we won't even look at substitution until next week.
Nice.
Okay, so we're looking at elimination today. We're going to review elimination tomorrow. Okay, because elimination is usually the way more people go, although it does kind of depend on the setup of the problem. So that's what we're looking at today. As you can tell, these are big problems, right?
Yes.
There's one problem and a lot of space. So, homework is only 4 questions.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
good news, bad news, it's only 4 questions. But, that's, each question is a little time consuming. And the more specific or technical, okay, you can't leave out a negative sign. You can't mismultiply. You can't, we have to be very careful, very deliberate in what we do here. So, okay, so we're going to look at example 1. We have 3 equations, yes?
C.
We have 3 variables.
C.
In order to start, a couple of things. First of all, I'm going to number my equations. 1, 2, and 3. And that's so, as we go through this, that I can refer to them as equation 1, equation 2, and equation 3. Again, as you get more practice on this on your own, you will find your own style. Okay, your style won't necessarily be my style, but this is, I have to organize you. So equations 1, 2, 3. The first thing we're going to do is we want to pick which variable we want to eliminate the first time through. Because what we're doing here is we want to get this to where we have 2 of these equations have just 2 variables, where we've eliminated a variable. Now, I know you guys don't know a whole lot yet, but what looks easiest to eliminate? The z's, because they're all 1z's, yes? Some are positive z's, some are minus z, but they're all 1z's. So on this specific example, I'm going to pick to eliminate z's as our first step. And again, somebody else may do this problem and be like, I don't want to eliminate z's, I want something different. But that's what we're picking as a class here. Okay, pick 2 of these equations that we can add together and eliminate z's. So 1 and 2.
Yep.
1 and 2 already have a plus z and a negative z. And when I add a plus z and a negative z, they will cancel. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to write down my equation 1, 2x minus y plus z equals 4. My equation 2, x plus 3y minus z equals 11. I have a positive z and a negative z, so I am going to add these equations together. Are we ready to add them, or are we still writing them? Looks like we're still kind of writing them. Okay. Typical elimination, right? We've already done elimination with 2. We quizzed on that. Most people had a pretty good idea of what we were doing. So, 2x plus x. 3x. Negative y plus 3y. 2y. Z plus negative z. Cancels. Carry down your equal sign. 4 plus 11. 15. Okay, so I have used equation 1 and 2, and I have created a new equation that now only has 2 variables. Okay, for something to reference, I'm going to call this equation 4. Again, once you get into your own, understanding of this, you may not need those numbers, but I need a way to get everybody following the same link here. So I'm going to call that equation 4. Okay. Now we're going to repeat that process, but with 2 different equations. So the first time we used 1 and 2, and we eliminated z's. Now I want to pick a different combination from 1, 2, and 3 and eliminate z's again. So we could do 1 and 3 or 2 and 3 are pretty much your options. Which would be the easiest? Why are 1 and 3 the easiest? Because you have a positive z and a negative z ready to go? Okay, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to write down 1 and 3. So 1 is 2x minus y plus z equals 4. 3 is 4x plus y minus z equals 14. I have a plus z and I have a negative z, so I'm going to add these 2 equations together. 2x plus 4x. 6x. Negative y plus y. Cancels. Nice added bonus. Z plus negative z. Cancels. Carry down my equal sign. 4 plus 14. 18. Now, technically, I'm going to call this equation 5. But what's happening here is we've actually got kind of an easier problem. And it's just by luck. Was I planning on those y's and z's canceling out? No, I was really only looking for the z's to cancel out. By luck, the y's happen to cancel out also. Based on equation 5 now, what can you do? Find x. Does that make sense? Because my goal in the end is to find x, y, and z. That is my goal. So again, this was not the plan. It just worked out nicely. So equation 5 is 6x equals 18. How do I use equation 5 to find x? Divide by 6, and x is 3. I have 1/3 of my answers here. Thoughts on where to go now? Okay? You guys see what he's talking about. This is one of the reasons I like to have equation numbers, because we have something to reference with. We know x equals 3. The other equation that I was going to put with 5 originally is equation 4. Equation 4 is 3x plus 2y equals 15. If I know x, I can use that to find y. So let's plug it in there. Equation 4 is 3x plus 2y equals 15. So for 3x, I'm going to do 3 times 3 plus 2y equals 15. Do the math, right? 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 2y equals 15. To get the 2y by itself, I need to move the positive 9, so I'm going to subtract 9. 15 minus 9, 6. If 2y equals 6, then we know y equals 3. I have 2/3 of my answer. I know x, I know y. Thoughts on how we're going to find z? Okay, we're going to take x and y and plug into an equation with a z, which could be 1, 2, or 3. Do you think it's going to matter which equation we use? No. This is the same old tune that you always hear is, which one looks easiest to you? Right? Okay? They all have a minus in there somewhere. It doesn't really matter. I'll go with Dietrich's 1. So if I'm using equation 1, 2x minus y plus z equals 4. So I'm using the fact that x equals 3 and y happens to equal 3 and plugging those in. So 2x means I'm going to do 2 times 3 minus y means I'm going to do minus 3 plus z equals 4. 2 times 3 is 6. So I have 6 minus 3 plus z equals 4. Like terms. 6 minus 3 is 3. If it's 3 plus z equals 4, it's a positive 3, so I'm going to subtract 3, and z is 1. How do we normally express our answers with elimination? Ordered pair. So today we're looking for an ordered triple is what it's called. Ordered triple and ordered pair goes x, y, alphabetical, right? Ordered triple goes x, y, z. So that means my ordered triple is 3, 3, 1. I don't know if it's a good thing or a scary thing to say, but that's your intro level problem today. I mean, questions on that problem? Again, organization is a key to these. You have to stay organized. You have to be careful with your math here. Okay, ready to try the next example? I want to get several of these under our belt so that you've been through the process before you have to do this on your own. Okay, we have what we need from example 1 as I move to example 2. So I'm going to do 2 things to begin with. I'm going to number my equations. Again, just if nothing else, so I have something to reference. So 1, 2, 3. And then I need to pick a variable that I want to eliminate. Y's, for the same reason we did z's last time. All the y's are 1 y's, negative 1 y's. And just for the benefit of anyone that looks at my notes, or the benefit if we get confused what we're doing in the process, I'm writing it down. Okay. Pick 2 equations, right? What 2 equations do you want to start with to eliminate y? 1 and 2 are set up pretty nicely, right? There's a minus y and a plus y. So we've already got same numbers, opposite signs. So I'm going to write my 1 and 2 out. X minus y plus z equals negative 1. X plus y plus 3z equals negative 3. You will notice me, guys, I'm putting the dash through my z's today, especially because there's a lot going on here, yes? You need, when you look back at that, to know it's a z and not a 2. But you guys can't see my 1 and 2 there, can you? Okay, trying to eliminate the y's. It's already a negative y and a positive y, so we're going to add them together. x plus x, 2x. Negative y plus y. That's my 0y. Z plus 3z plus 4z. Bring down my equal sign. Negative 1 plus negative 3. Negative 4. I'm going to call this equation 4. Now what? Okay, good. Pick another pair. Repeat the process, right?
Yep.
So we already used 1 and 2, so it's either 1 and 3 or 2 and 3. 2 and 3 have a plus y and a minus y. So I like it. So 2 is x plus y plus 3z equals negative 3. And 3 is 2x minus y plus 2z equals 0. Again, my y's have opposite signs, a y and a negative y. So I'm going to add 1x plus 2x. Three x. Y plus negative y. Cancels. 3z plus 2z. Plus 5z. Negative 3 plus 0. Negative 3. And I'm going to call this equation 5. Now, of course, we've got to move the difficulty up a level. So am I all of a sudden down to an equation with one variable? You got it. Okay, so let me write over here. I'm going to put 4 and 5 next to each other. So 4 was 2x plus 4z equals negative 4. And equation 5 was 3x plus 5z equals negative 3. Give you guys a moment to get where I'm at. So we took our equations 1, 2, and 3. We took them in pairs, and now we have equations 4 and 5. 4 and 5, we've eliminated y's, right? We're down to x's and z's. Some of you I know have seen where we're going. 2 equations, 2 variables. Did you just quiz on this? Yeah. Use elimination again. Do you want to eliminate x's or z's here? Okay. And do we know how to eliminate x's? You're going to have to multiply, right? Okay. So this is going back to just, this is like an easier problem within the more difficult problem. It's 2 equations, 2 variables. It's what you just did on the quiz. It's what we did back in lesson 3 too. So if we're going to eliminate x's, and it doesn't matter again, right? This is where to each their own. If I'm going to eliminate x's, I'm multiplying the top equation by 3 and the bottom equation by 2. Probably a negative 2 is best. So top equation by 3, bottom equation by negative 2, and that will end up giving me a 6 and a negative 6. Okay, excuse me. So when I multiply equation 4 by 3, so that top equation by 3, what is it now? Okay, I'm with that. When you multiply equation 4 by 3, we are at 6x plus 12z equals negative 12. Bottom equation, so equation 5, we're going to multiply by negative 2. So what is that when I multiply by negative 2? Negative 6x minus 10z equals 6. And now we are set up to eliminate again. 6x and negative 6x are opposite signs, so I'm going to add 6 plus negative 6. My x's cancel. 12z plus negative 10z. 2z. Negative 12 plus 6. Negative 6. If it's 2z, divide by 2, and z is negative 3. We just found 1/3 of our answer. Good news is we're more than 1/3 of the way through the work, though. That's the hard part right there. Okay?
All that for one answer.
All that for one answer. As I said, the good news is we're more than 1/3 of the way through the work, right?
I don't care.
Okay, so now, do you know what to do with that z equals negative 3?
Yes.
Where do I take it?
Put it in
4 or 5, yes? We're kind of working our way backwards now. You take that answer you get and you take it into your 4 or 5. It doesn't matter which. And I would use the original 4 or 5, not after we multiply. Notice I didn't keep numbering equations at that point because we're not going to go back and reuse those equations. Okay? So, if I pick 4, 4 is 2x plus 4z equals negative 4. So if I put that z in, I now have 2x plus 4 times negative 3 equals negative 4. Two x, 4 times negative 3 is minus 12 equals negative 4. So if it's 2x minus 12, I'm going to add 12. 2x equals negative 4 plus 12 is 8. Divide by 2. And we know x is 4. Got 2/3 of it done. That was a lot less work to get the 2/3 done, right?
Yeah, that was quick.
Okay. I know x, I know z. What do I need to know? Y. How do I find y? Okay, we're plugging into some equation that has a y in it. So in this particular problem, you're going back to 1, 2, or 3. Again, pick the one that looks most friendly to you. You want to go 2? I can see a valid reason for going 2. I can. Because it has a positive y. And so when you're solving, it's going to be a little bit nicer. I mean, you know, doesn't matter. So if I go equation 2, x plus y plus 3z equals negative 3. So 4 plus y plus 3 times negative 3 equals negative 3. 4 plus y, 3 times negative 3 is minus 9. Clean up the left side. What do we know? 4 and minus 9 is negative 5. So it's negative 5 plus y equals negative 3. If it's negative 5, I'm going to add 5. And negative 3 plus 5 is 2. Okay. Can you give a final answer? Okay. 4, 2, negative 3. I don't know if anyone got daring enough to venture off and do your own thing on that one or not, but your answer should match mine in the end, right? Maybe you did equation 1 instead of equation 2. Okay. I wanted to do one more. And I do think it's kind of important that we look at one more. I wasn't going to do the top of the next page, so. Ready to try one more with me?
Sure.
Why do I want to try this one more? Yeah, we can't just eliminate x, y, or z without any multiplication step in there. Okay, so it does. It gets a little bit more complicated this time. Okay. Either x's or y's would be good here. If you guys don't mind, how about x's? Okay, eliminate x's. I'm numbering 1, 2, and 3. Well, let's get the easy one out of the way. If we're eliminating x's, what's going to be in the easy set? 1 and 3, because we have an x and a negative x. So 1 is x plus y plus 2z equals 3. 3 is negative x minus 2y plus z equals 10. My x's are positive x and negative x, so I'm going to add x plus negative x, cancel, 0x, y plus negative 2y. So 1 minus 2 is negative 1y. 2z plus z. 3z. And 3 plus 10? 13. And so now, that is equation 4. So now, we need another set to eliminate x. The problem is, whichever set we use, we have to use equation 2, which has a 2x in it. Which means one of the other equations is going to have to be multiplied. Okay? Easiest, because the signs are already opposite, would probably be equations 2 and 3. Are you guys okay with 2 and 3? So I'm going to write 2 and 3 down here. And then I'll do my multiplying step. 2 is 2x plus y plus 3z equals 7. 3 is negative x minus 2y plus z equals 10. Because I want my x's to match, I'm going to multiply that bottom equation by 2. So my top equation stays 2x plus y plus 3z equals 7. My bottom equation, when I multiply it by 2, negative 2x plus 4y plus 2z equals 20. Please multiply that other side of the equation by a number. That was a mistake on quizzes yesterday. My x's have a positive and negative, so we're going to add. 2x plus negative 2x. Cancels. Did I make a mistake? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Yep, thank you. And just like that, do you see how quickly my problem was going to go astray? Okay, so did everyone catch my mistake? Thank you. Bottom equation should have been negative 2x minus 4y plus 2z equals 20. Okay, x's were canceling, yes. Y's. 1y plus negative 4y. Negative 3y. 3z plus 2z. Plus 5z equals 7 and 20. 27. I'm calling that equation 5. Once you have equations 4 and 5, do you remember what to do now?
Yeah.
I have equation 4 here, equation 5 here. Put them together and eliminate something, right? So equation 4 is negative y plus 3z equals 13. Equation 5, negative 3y plus 5z equals 27. And of course, it would be too good to be true if something could just be eliminated like that. Now what? You want to eliminate y's or z's? Okay, we can do y's. If I'm going to eliminate y's, multiply the top equation by negative 3. So now, equation 4 that I'm multiplying by negative 3 becomes 3y minus 9z equals negative 39. Keep equation 5, negative 3y plus 5z equals 27. You ready to add? 3y plus negative 3y. Cancel. Negative 9z plus 5z. Negative 4z. Equal sign. Negative 39 plus 27. Negative 12. If negative 4z equals negative 12, divide by negative 4 and z is 3. Okay, a third of the way there answer-wise. Thankfully, a lot more there through work. Take that z and do what with it? Plug it into something like 4 or 5. Okay, doesn't matter which. I'm going to use 4. Negative y plus 3z equals 13. So negative y plus 3 times 3 equals 13. Negative y plus 9 equals 13. Subtract 9. Negative y equals 4. And then officially, what do? Divide by negative 1, and y is negative 4. And then you're taking those answers and plugging into 1, 2, or 3. I'll use 1, I guess. X plus y plus 2z equals 3. So, x I don't know. Minus 4 plus 2 times 3 equals 3. X, yes, thank you. Minus 4 plus 6 equals 3. Minus 4 plus 6. X plus 2 equals 3. Subtract 2. X is 1. Ordered triple. 1, negative 4, 3. Okay, guys, tomorrow I am not moving on to anything new. We will repeat this process again tomorrow. Okay? Go through the homework. Try the homework. Do not come in here having tried nothing. Okay? Because that's not going to benefit you. Because it's just then me leading you guys through it. But try it on your own. See what you can do with it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Okay? And I know I kind of sped through the end of that one, but the end part is not the concerning part. I mean, oh no! What did you need? Just look on mine, yeah, because.
You make it funny because I didn't know exactly.